Hello, people of the internet, Board Zach here, and welcome back to yet another YouTube video. And in today's video, I am doing something I've not done in quite a while, which is a Lego Sonic the Hedgehog video. Now, I did two earlier this year over two custom builds. I think that was this year. I'm hoping that was this year. If not, I'm getting old very fast. I did two videos either this year or last year over custom Sonic the Hedgehog builds. Now that was before we knew we were getting an entire Sonic the Hedgehog theme, which the theme is amazing. Absolutely love it. I'm a huge Sonic fan. I actually just got off of Sonic Frontiers. I've been playing the new update for a couple hours. And I've had this mod of the official Lego Death Egg robot done for like 2 months, like since the set came out 2 months ago. And I actually got the set early. So I've had this done since like July. So it's about time to make a video on it. This is my modified custom Death Egg robot. The reason I've not done a video sooner is because there's really not a lot to talk about here. This is mostly cosmetic and it changes not much about the set, but I figured nonetheless I would go ahead and show it off. So this is a hybrid build between the custom Death Egg you saw months ago and the official Lego Death Egg. So the biggest issue and it seems most other people I've seen online had with the Lego Death Egg was the large trans black dome for the head. It just didn't totally fit the build of how it's supposed to look for the Death Egg robot, and it just looked kind of bad. So what I did was I decided to merge the two, which means the amazing rebrickable model doesn't exist anymore. I had no use for two Death Egg robots. I figured I'd combine them to make one superior robot. So the way this works is I just kind of had to restructure a lot of things. This dome up top does still open. However, some of these tan pieces are stuck down there, and unfortunately, Dr. Eggman can no longer fit in there. He can, of course, sit down in there when it's open, but that is not going to close with him in there, which I'm going to zoom out a little bit. It is a tad unfortunate, sure, but I felt like it was worth it for the aesthetic benefits. The head dome build itself is basically, the tan part is ripped straight from the rebrickable model with the pieces it uses. And then I'm trying to find a good way to show this off. My phone's on a tripod, so I'm just trying to make something work as well as possible. Okay. And then the back are just two generic dome pieces. You have some antenna. I feel like just even from all angles, this just looks substantially better. The jetpack had nothing wrong with it in the official set, but I did choose to mod it to pay some more homage to the rebrickable model. So this is largely taken from that. And then one more thing I did was, and it still has the feature too, where you punch the stomach and it blows the back out. One more thing I did change are the claws. These things still spin around. I couldn't really find a good way to tether those into place, but I decided to remove what did it have? Let me look. I think it was a stud shooter. Lego Death Egg robot. Yeah, it had a stud shooter for this one. I decided to remove that. And then it also had a completely different claw build. These are both taken from my custom one. Well, it wasn't my build, but the custom one I had built. With some changes I made, but I feel like they look a lot better, and this looks a lot closer to how the Death Egg robot should look. So, that is the model. I apologize for the awful camera work. Yeah, I feel like that looks a lot better than the official one. And then something else I did want to show in this video before it ends is my little stand that I made for the figures. So the only custom on here is Orbot there, who's basically just a color swap Cubot. And this is my stand for my Sonic figures. It's got every variant of Lego Sonic, including Dimensions and Ideas, all of his friends with an accessory. She'll have her hammer when I get the $100 Sonic set later this year, and then the 2 missing animal buddies will go there. So yeah, that's how I display my Sonic figures. They would not fit in the normal style of display stand I do for most figures because they are too big. So I feel like that worked out pretty well. And with that all being said, that finishes this video. Had a little hiccup there, I'm sorry about that. And yeah, I don't have much else to say. I won't waste any unnecessary time. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.